Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Welcome back, everyone! Thank you for tuning in. This is Ashamoji TV. My name is Asha. This is where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. In today's video, I'm going to press play on episode 13 from the 9th season of Supernatural, and this one has a very promising title, The Purge! Now, I haven't seen those series of movies. It's on my list. I have a lot of movies I haven't seen. Classic movies, even, I haven't seen. But nonetheless, I look forward to seeing what purging is going to happen in this episode. Alright, so, in episode 12, Garth found out he's a werewolf, or a lycanthrope. Right, that's the term his family likes to use. And considering Garth comes once a season or so, I guess we'll wait till season 10 for more Garth updates. And now I'm hoping we're going to dive back into the Winchester saga and the whole Mark of Cain and getting Abaddon. But if we don't, it's okay. So I'm going to find out right now. And here's my partial reaction for you to enjoy, hopefully. Oh! 9, 8. Oh gosh! You Americans and these food games, I'm so jealous. I think it's the bravest thing to just chow down food for money. Even the dumbest thing too, but.
In your pocket.
Well, I hate to break it to you, pal, but that's no hot dog.
That's a good line. It fits really well, too. I'll give him that. I don't know any of this in Canada where I am. If you're Canadian, you know where this is kept. Stuff like this, let me know. I just know this is an American cultural thing. Can you imagine, though, making a living just eating food? Oh gosh, death by hot dog. Maybe that's what the purge meant, like food purging? I hope not. Ew, 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 ew. Oh my gosh, I was actually kidding. Please don't let that be the thing. Bacon. Fat-sucking monster? Like, what the hell? Guy just, like, got eaten from the inside.
Didn't find us a case, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a strange death in Stillwater, Minnesota. Competitive eater died after a hot dog eating contest.
So, what? Death by tube steak?
If only. He got attacked in his car, but get this. He shrunk from 300 pounds to 90 pounds.
Witchcraft?
Or a heavy-duty laxative.
Yeah.
Good. Looks like it's a horse bath for me. I'll be ready in 5.
Heavy-duty laxative.
Coroner's report finally came in.
All right, thank you. All right, let's see. Did Wayne McNutt really weigh 300 pounds just moments before time of death?
316 to be exact.
And the official cause of death?
Cardiac arrest. But between you and me, that's just a guess. The Vic suffered massive organ damage. Here you go, Jenny. Ruptured spleen, pierced liver, collapsed lung. Looked like everything was just sucked right out of him.
It was.
This type of thing just doesn't happen in Stillwater.
No, did Wayne have any...
She's so cute.
More like an unfriendly rivalry. A guy named Slim Jim Morgan. Like Wayne, he was pretty well known in the competitive eating circuit.
Competitive eating circuit? Is that a big thing out here?
Oh yeah, you betcha. Folks take it real seriously.
Love her accent.
Eat all sorts of wackadoo stuff, you know, like
Wackadoo.
wings, buff wings, butter.
Butter.
Butter? By itself?
Anywho, point being, Wayne McNutt was the only one Slim Jim couldn't beat in the whole Great Lakes region.
So is he a suspect?
We checked him out, but Slim Jim was in the hot doggery at the time of Wayne's death. And we got 15 witnesses to prove it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's so cute. Like, just cute.
How well did you know Wayne McNutt?
Well, well enough to know he was a weasel and a cheat. I hate to say it, but karma's a bitch.
This is interesting.
Lala's good luck charmed.
Lala is...
My old lady.
Is your old lady superstitious?
Yeah, she's running the show.
Robbing the show?
Gypsy.
But don't call her that. She says it's reductive.
She cursing people?
You mind if I use your bathroom?
Yeah, go ahead. But use the one upstairs at the back. I was taking a shower in ours.
Right.
Did you really lose the wiener winner by one dog?
Yeah.
Really? That would suck, though. I could see why he was blaming the guy for cheating. Looking for gypsy curse stuff, because that's likely the first thing they'd guess. Is that a big pink dress? Yeah.
Alright, so we got what appears to be Wayne McNutt's hair and a bag full of weird.
In Rummage culture, the pouch is called a pootsie bag. It's used for hexes.
Okay, so what? Lala's putting hexes on Hubby's competition?
Makes sense.
What do we got ourselves a thinner stitch here?
Slim Jim might not even know.
I did see that movie! Oh my gosh, I forgot about it though. Saw it a long time ago. Thinner. Huh.
Hi.
I believe you have something in mind.
Yes! In the movie there was a gypsy curse.
I loved him.
So, you were...
Yes. Okay, we were having an affair. For years, actually.
Oh.
I mean, you're married to a man who's barely a buck. Wet.
What can I say? Sometimes it's nice to feel a little give.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
They did not just write that in.
For the,
Oh boy. Moving on.
Help me understand something. If you loved Wayne, why did you put a curse on him?
It wasn't a curse. Pootsie bags are also used for blessings. I wanted Wayne to win. Plan was take the prize money, get a quickie divorce, and then tie the knot in Orlando. Wayne used to call me his Princess Jasmine.
A theme wedding. I've always wanted one, to be honest. But in Vegas. Okay, I'm seeing a connection that they're making here. People who are overweight are getting attacked.
Gained weight.
You likely are an adrenal type, that's why.
Hello? Anyone there?
Okay. There's the clue that they're gonna clobber her over the head. Yeah. Thank you for the clue. Oh my god. Ew, what is that? Whoa! That's very impressive visually! That's really cool how they showed that.
Okay, so we have two victims with seemingly nothing in common except,
A love for eclairs. Check this out. Was it a birthmark? Huh.
Yeah, because something was like suctioned onto her.
Okay. Changeling?
Yeah, but changelings don't take over kids. Neither the Vic's had any.
I don't
Changeling.
know if Wayne would not have such a mark.
Unless we missed it.
Yeah. Well, we should split up. One of us should hit the morgue, the other should stay here and question the staff.
I'll stay.
Make it happen. What? Because you're weird around girls.
What does that mean, weird?
He needs practice.
You're weird. Sam weird. Sorry, man. I'm just being honest.
Oh, it's all my fault.
Same mark. Good mystery. It's really interesting. We know it's a person. We know that much.
Okay, so they both had marks, just like the hot trainer at Rose.
She was skinny. And a lot.
And just recently lost a ton of weight. When I asked her about the marks, she clammed up, got all embarrassed. So I did some checking, and it turns out that she took a couple of me days last month. And went here.
Canyon Valley?
Yeah.
Play the commercial. Tell me about this place.
When you look in the mirror, do you recognize the fat person staring back at you?
Have you tried every fad diet, every fitness trend out there, but nothing seems to work?
I have.
We guarantee weight loss with no surgery.
Oh, really?
No extreme diet.
Sign me up.
And no workout regimen.
Guaranteed results in 1 week. You can reach your weight loss goals. We did.
But only if you reach for the phone and call Canyon Valley. Now.
How far away is that place?
Couple of hours.
And you boys are both certified personal trainers?
Yeah.
Personal training.
Personal
bro.
trainer.
Kind of like Hans and Franz, but less German.
I was wondering how they were gonna get in this.
Making people sweat. Yeah? Kicking ass. Taking names. How we do.
Calm down.
Yeah. To clarify, what my brother's trying to say is that we both have a passion for fitness and helping people.
It'll be easy for Sam then.
I was on a student visa, homesick, stressed, eating my troubles away.
Oh, it was the size of a casa.
Oh, it's true. I was one empanada away from a heart attack. But then this gorgeous godsend made me the lean, mean fighting machine I am today.
Okay, it's one of them. One of them is some kind of something.
The good news is, we are hiring. The bad news is, there's only one training position available. How do you feel about working in another department?
Which one? Kitchen staff. Oh!
Nice shorts.
Hello!
Nice hairnet.
Oh, this show just blesses me with gorgeousness. Sam fans, let's enjoy this.
My Ashtanga yoga class starts in
Look at
5
his
minutes.
arms.
How the hell do you know anything about yoga?
You're not the only one who's ever dated someone Bindi.
Not as awkward as you think, Dean.
Yeah, I wish. No, we have something that's tofu over there. What is that? It's a pancake. It's tofu.
Oh
You
no.
may be asking this, but will the treatment hurt?
Not at all. The only drawback of cupping is it leaves a suction mark. It can bruise a little.
Oh, is she gonna be a victim?
Yes, ancient Chinese secret. All the celebrities do it. It draws out toxins, boosts metabolism. You'll feel good.
Who knew?
Okay, so the lady is the monster. Is she pretending? I wonder if she's undercover too, like Sam and Dean, but she's doing it her own way. Look at that. And the music. Ah, okay. Ah! Wow! The effects aren't too terrible. Ugh. Straight up, man. Well, I'm not gonna deny she's not gonna kill me, and I can lose some of that extra.
What do we get to eat?
Same as the clients.
They expect us to eat this rabbit food?
It's no rabbit food, it's super food.
I'm not eating that.
You gotta find a burger or something.
Acá en Valley was to lead by example.
This is leading by example?
It's not for us, stupido. The clients, they're allowed to have pudding on the spa day. It's like a last hurrah before the real work starts.
Oh my gosh, this entire episode is just hottiness. He's hot, everybody's hot. Take it to go. Hope they're not counting inventory.
Okay, good job, guys. Go to, our dog.
I'm marking this episode a favorite fun watch, even if it ends up to be pretty bad.
Just come around, make sure everybody's form is okay. Make sure you're keeping your course tight, and you're...
What?
Good job. Great. Straighten that back out.
Checking all of them? Yeah, they all have it. So if she can get her fat there, why is she killing people for it outside of the spa? That's obviously an extra story there. Oh. Something in the food.
How's class?
Don't blow their cover.
Great. Yeah.
Agent Freely!
Oh my god, she actually...
What are you doing here?
Agent Freddie.
I don't know. She must be pretty out of it, huh? Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Okay. She just blew his cover.
Hey.
Dean, what's wrong with you?
Need your help.
Where are you? Dean.
Sweet potatoes.
And they're giving that to guests, so do all the guests pass out at some point? Still awake?
Dean. Hey. Hey. Wake up.
It took you so long.
What the hell happened?
I was drugged.
Drugged what?
Pudding. It's supposed to be for the clients, but I couldn't resist.
Salted caramel?
Yeah, best of both worlds. Salty and sweet.
Right, you stay here.
I'm gonna come with you. Go ahead, man.
See you at the end of the episode, I guess.
Hey, did you make the pudding?
Depends
On what?
whether you liked it or not.
What's in it?
Relax, Jack LaLanne. It's low cal, non-fat milk, sea salt.
No, not the ingredients. Need something extra.
Chill, man. Supplements, okay?
What kind of supplements?
Here, hey. To boost metabolism, per Larry and Maritza.
These aren't supplements, they're roofies.
Well, how do you know what roofies look like?
How do you not know? You think I want to end up in a Hotel bathtub, my kidney carved out.
Yeah. It's happening in a lot of places.
Every single person in class had one of those freaky-ass suction marks.
What the hell is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't mean to bail on you fellas, but I've been waiting over 6 months to get into Canyon Valley. And let me tell you, it was worth it. I already lost 10 pounds.
In one day.
No offense, Sheriff, because you look great. But aren't you the least bit curious as to how you dropped 10 in a day?
Well, to tell you the truth, Agent, I don't give a flying fudge.
You're not
My
curious?
husband, Doug, left me last year. Because he said I loved cookie dough milkshakes more than him.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Doug's a dick. You deserve better.
Thanks. But he was right. That was a dark time for me. Whoever said you eat your pain? Not me, I guzzled it.
You're not alone.
I guess I just wanted to feel pretty again. And Canyon Valley did that. Only question is, what are you doing here?
We think that there's a connection between Canyon Valley and the murders in town.
What kind of connection?
Suction marks.
You mean like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
My spa treatment. Cupping.
Cupping?
Yeah. You know, I thought it was gonna hurt, but honestly, I snoozed through the whole thing. By the time I woke up, I was down 2 dress sizes.
She's just so adorable.
Did you eat any pudding?
Darn tootin'. Licked the bowl clean.
Oh, do you remember who did this treatment?
Oh, yeah. You betcha.
Oh my god! I love her! Her smile is like $1 million smile, too. If you're watching Fringe as well, she has Walter's smile. That's so captivating.
I did a little digging. I found this in the glove compartment.
Fits?
Worse, they're hunters.
Why are hunters here?
Maybe
So
because of
it's-
this.
Both of them.
Oh my god. Do you think...
I do.
What are we going to do?
Relax, I'll take care of it just to get rid of the evidence.
Maybe she needs to feed like at all times throughout day and night. That's all I could think of. So when the guests are sleeping, she has to go out there. Ugh. That's so gross. I can't look at the screen. I'm peripherally looking, but yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm no health nut, but that is just wrong.
How'd they make it though? Tofu and jelly.
I'm not a killer.
Well, then what are you?
I'm a beach taco.
The fish taco?
A beach taco. It means Peruvian fat sucker.
Never heard of it. So what, you like vamps with a sweet tooth for cellulite?
Vampires kill. We're just parasites.
Oh, well, in that case.
Look, I would never hurt anybody. Okay, this is why Larry and I started Canyon Valley. We could help people lose weight, and I could feed. It was a win-win.
Yeah, except for the two you Dyson to death.
That wasn't me.
Well, then who was it?
Her husband?
Alonso.
The dude from the cafeteria?
He's my brother.
Oh.
This? Oh, that.
I see, okay.
Yeah, that. You know what that means? Huh? Now there are hunters here.
It's your fault, Bronco. If you didn't starve me,
Listen,
maybe...
freak! Your sister and I have spent years building this operation. And if you think I'm gonna let you gluttony destroy it, you got another thing coming.
Oh, he's not one. Okay.
Either you leave, or I'll make you.
Well, you're threatening someone who can actually hurt you. Sam's gonna stop him? Save him? Nope. Too late. Wow. Her brother.
The secret to coexisting with humans was just eating enough to get by.
Let me guess. Alonzo wasn't a big fan of portion control, was he?
Putting it in those terms.
He said the more I deprived him, the hungrier he got. And now 3 people are dead. My husband.
It's tough. Now she's gonna put him down.
The basement. That's where he spends most of his time now.
Well, considering he probably left.
Till we figure out what side she's on, she stays put.
I am on your side.
Okay, then how do we kill him?
Tough choices. You'd think he technically would flee the scene, not really stick around, but I know for the sake of the episode, he's hiding away or something. It's just waiting for them to get the jump on them. I'm interested to see what his game plan is here. Hide in the dark till they leave. Oh, there goes the chef. He's just on a rampage now. I didn't see the check, but do they each have a weapon on them at least? I think, yeah, right. Dean had his gun. Did Sam have a gun? Here's his knife. Okay. Yes, I knew it was going to happen at some point.
We don't have no chance. The bat makes us stronger.
Your sister didn't mention that when she ratted you out.
You're lying.
Well, it doesn't help that I can't really see what's going on, but I guess listening to it is enough for now. Okay, on the floor. Oh! Ay! That's gross. Ugh. I feel bad for that lady. Her husband and her brother all on the same day.
I lost my whole family today.
I'm so sorry.
Best do you say? Once this place clears out, gotta make this a family affair.
Wait, Dean. We're not gonna kill Maritza.
She's a monster.
Yeah, who saved our asses.
You said that you wanted to keep things strictly business. Well, last I checked, we were in the business of killing monsters.
I wanted to keep things strictly business between us.
Why are they going back here? They're regressing.
What if I had crossed paths with the hunter back when I was possessed by Catherine? I could have ended up dead too. Would I have deserved that? Would I have deserved to die?
They had a whole season about this whole thing with not killing monsters unnecessarily.
Take it to Peru.
Am I mistaking something here? Right? She's innocent in terms of like not killing anybody, so I thought that was like The whole point of season 8 with Benny and, you know what I'm talking about. I think they F that up there.
About what you said the other day.
I thought it didn't bother you.
You know, Sam, I saved your hide back there. And I saved your hide at that church. And the hospital. I may not think things all the way through. Okay, but what I do because it's the right thing. I'd do it again.
And that is the problem.
Yep.
What you're doing is worth it because you've convinced yourself you're doing more good than bad. But you're not. I mean, Kevin's dead. Crowley's in the wind. We're no closer to beating this angel thing. Please tell me, what is the upside of me being alive?
You kidding me? You and me. Fighting a good fight together.
They're both not getting two things, in my opinion.
You didn't save me. For me. You did it for you.
What are you talking about?
I was ready to die. I was ready. I should have died. But you didn't want to be alone. And that's what all this boils down to. You can't stand the thought of being alone. I'll give you this much. You are certainly willing to do the sacrificing. As long as you're not the one being hurt.
If the situation were reversed, and I was dying, you'd do the same thing.
I don't think he would, though.
No, Dean. I wouldn't.
Well, not the Sam I think I know.
Same circumstances. I wouldn't.
Especially the angel part. Sam wouldn't have done it.
I'm gonna get to bed.
So conflicting, though, because they're writing the characters differently at some points. I almost don't even know what I think I know. If you know what I mean by that. Alright. Where's that? The drama. Okay. This was quite a very unexpected episode. Very surprising in many positive ways. Alright, let me do what I do, and I'll get back to you. Yes, I meant to rhyme there, and it did. Fish taco! Fish taco! I know, it's fish taco. Fish taco. But it really does sound like fish taco, hence the line is so funny to me. Alright, the scene that I think is pretty interesting of where this series might go in terms of introducing new monsters is the scene where we find out about the Pistaco from Peru monsters, or creatures, entity. Because right there, as she was explaining who they are, where they're from, I was like, okay. Now we're getting more of the international flavors of things seeping into the series, not just the localized monsters that come from different parts of the world, we know, right? Because not every creature is native to the United States, but I'm just saying, like, the inclusion of a more international perspective when it comes to monsters, that in every country you're going to have your creatures, your mythologies, your lores, and seeing them now come into the show. I'm like I said, whenever I try to pick my scene, I'm picking a scene that reflects possibilities of the overall narrative, not necessarily for the season. Well, in this case, for the show, for this season, the only thing that ties in with kind of what's going on with the Winchester saga is Sam and Dean's conversation, which I'll get to momentarily. But having this reveal of a Peruvian creature that sucks fat for sustenance is pretty cool. In my opinion, what they've done with it makes total sense. I mean, if that is how I'm going to sustain myself, opening a wellness spa with people who will gladly want you to do that without any consequence, like death, you know? Hell, sign me up for that. Sign me up. Don't tell me you wouldn't, okay? You didn't know any better. You're like those clients there that just have a cupping session and lose 10 pounds. Hell yeah. Which leads to the next best part of this episode that I just love so much, and that's the sheriff. I had to go look up her name. Sheriff Donna. Oh my gosh. Talk about a super endearing character with like the most beautiful smile. People, when it comes to certain things like that, I'm a sucker for them. Whether it's a man or a woman, doesn't matter to me. If you have a beautiful smile, I'll call it out. If you're gorgeous, I'll call it out. I love beauty. I like to appreciate things and people and stuff. So that's just my thing. But wow, just the accent. Like, I know being Canadian, I have an accent to you probably, but for me, this character, and she's a Canadian actress, which is interesting. I like that. I like it. It's just, she's so cute. Darn tootin' cute. What else? This was also really good mystery. It kept me on my toes from beginning to end, trying to guess who's who, what's what. And I like the setting, having Sam and his guns come out. Oh, he looked good. He looked good. Oh, the CW, when they cast, they damn well cast for looks for sure, as well as talent. And thankfully in this show, we get best of both worlds. It is a treat. Yeah, this was a good filler episode for me, personally. Lots to enjoy. Rewatchable for sure for many points, aside from the visual aesthetics that are very pleasing to the eyes for me. But I thought the humor was good. I thought there were some really good moments. And although, you know, you've got your corny moments, of course, towards the end, which always happens in some of these episodes, it was still eventful with how they had to take down the brother. And I like the reason behind it. It made perfect sense. You know, she brought him in to show him a different life. And I can relate to that coming from a family where I'm first generation here in Canada, first generation Canadian. And when you're bringing in other family members from a different culture and getting them to more or less assimilate, adapt to a different way of doing things. And sometimes it's not easy. And I like how they're translating that in this episode with this guy who happens to have the tendency to feed off people, right? I just like how they're showing the parallel of that in the supernatural way. I thought it was very well done. It made sense to me personally. But on the other hand, I can see how certain types of viewers may view it as extremely boring and not action-packed, and there's no Castiel, so the episodes would fail for them. I'm catching on to some of you as viewers who, you know, if Castiel's not in the episode or it's not related to angels and demons, it's kind of a dud for you for some reason. Like, you're just like not into it. And that's cool. That's fine. It's just interesting. The spectrum of supernatural viewers I'm starting to now pick up on. But for me, it was great. It's probably the most enjoyable filler episode to date at this point in the season. I'm trying to think if I'm missing one. I could be missing one, because I think there was another one I did like. But this one is memorable for many different reasons. So I'm going to give it 4 Ashamojis. I think it's a great episode. I actually look forward to rewatching it as just like for fun, you know, for fun. All right, so let me just kind of chime in with my 2 cents when it comes to Sam and Dean. Because as I said at the latter part of my reaction, it can be a little tricky trying to kind of really, you know, break it down. And I am not that deep a thinker when it comes to Sam and Dean, as I'm sure many of you have noted. And for the most part, when I do express my opinion, I'm used to and almost awaiting, you know, someone to just pretty much lecture me on the opposite of what I'm saying, which is fine. You have every right to do that. That's the whole point of this whole thing, right? You guide me one way, I take it or leave it kind of thing. And I'll acknowledge if points really make sense or really get me thinking wherever I can. But when it comes to Sam and Dean in this issue, in a nutshell for me, Dean does not seem to have a care or respect for what it means for the other person when he wants to take action to save them. Like when it comes to Sam, he damn well knew Sam would never be on board with an angel taking over his body But as Sam puts it, that doesn't matter to him. He just sees it as, I'm going to save you any which way I can. And so Dean's missing the point on that end, where he's not respecting the individual desire of the other person that he's aware of. He knew Sam would never agree to something like that, hence why they had to trick him, right? And then in turn, when it comes to Sam, how I see it, Sam doesn't get the point where he jumps into things since kind of the beginning of the series, really, to some extent, okay? To some extent. He jumps into things that he can't necessarily finish or he can't really manage. And when he can't manage it, he hides that and he tries to cover up for it until it's too late. And that kind of is a pattern since, I would say, season 2, 3, right? I mean, leading up to the end of season 4, when there were so many warning signs about Lucifer. Yeah. And I know both sides, okay? So don't jump on me here. I know both sides of that. Some of it, Sam is out of his control, and some of it kind of is. Now, when it comes to the trials, though, that happened as a fluke. So it's not like Sam willingly jumped in to be a part of the trials. That was something Dean wanted to do. I guess where I'm getting that thought process from is mainly at the end of season 8. He really did have a choice where when Dean is making his case to just drop it and not close the gates of hell, there is that beat where Sam could have just said no. But then there's Dean. Would he have let Sam say no? If Sam had fought tooth and nail to be like, nuh-uh, I'm going down and these gates are going to close, would Dean have interrupted that? Chances are he might have. Anyway, again, when it comes to the Winchester stuff, I personally don't think there's really a true right and a true wrong. There's just two sides. You either resonate more with how Sam sees things, the way they're writing Sam to be in the moment or in the season, or you're resonating more with Dean. Or you're resonating with none of them. Maybe both of them are wrong to you. I'm just giving you a bit of my 2 cents that I think they're both wrong and right in different things based on how I'm interpreting what they're showing me. That's all I'm going to say. So there you have it. That is my reaction to episode 13 from the 9th season of Supernatural. I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video. I look forward to reading your non-spoiler comments about this episode. If you know any trivia or any extra tidbits. In any case, if you want full access to this episode, details on how to join my club and get access to my reactions way earlier than when I post them here on YouTube, because what you're seeing on YouTube right now, I'm way ahead. So I'm just giving you a heads up on that so that you are aware. Nonetheless, though, if you are enjoying my reactions I'm putting up here on YouTube, regardless of where I am in actuality with the series, that's good. So until my reaction to episode 14, peace out, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.